Hi dear students, in this presentation initially we will be discussing about circular economy and we will move on to the next topic, that is biomimicry. Okay, so first about circular economy. It is an economic system aimed at eliminating waste and the continual use of resources. Okay, the main aim of the circular economy is to eliminate the waste completely. That is what is the main aim. The model is a diversion from the linear economy, which focuses merely on the take, make, consume, and dispose of the method. So, this is actually a deviation from the earlier concept, that is linear economy. So we were mainly concentrating in the earlier days on linear economy. At that time, we were having plenty of resources are available, so we were not much concerned about the degradation of the resources. So at that time, what we used to do is we will be consuming the uh, resources from the environment or nature, and we will make the product, then consume it, and finally we will be disposing it or we will be throwing it away. That is what is known as linear economy. There is no recirculation, recycling, everything coming in the linear economy. But in circular economy, the waste is completely eliminated and we are trying to recirculate everything in a circular manner. That is what is the name circular economy. Circular system employs, I will show you the figure, then it will be much clear for you. See, this is the upper portion. This one is the linear economy figure showing the linear economy. We will be taking the resources from the nature and we will be making our products. Then we will be using, once the use is over, we will be directly disposing. So there is no connection between take and dispose. So it is a linear action. So from take to make to use to dispose. If recycling is there, then this will be coming back to somewhere here. That was the present situation. So in present days, what we are concentrated is on recycle 3R. That 3R concept, you might be remembering that 3R concept: recycle, reduce, reuse, recycle. So even with that concept also, some waste is still there. So we cannot completely eliminate the waste, but circular economy is mainly emphasizing on the complete elimination of the waste. There should not be any waste. Sometimes the product or waste from one cycle can be used as a resource for some other cycle. That is what is the concept of circular economy. So somehow we must be able to manage the waste. There should not be any waste, or zero waste is the main concept of circular economy. So circular, this is the linear economy, that is make, consume, dispose method. That is what is for linear economy. But coming to the circular economy, circular system employ reuse. All these are coming in circular economy. That is reuse, sharing, repair, refurbishment, remanufacturing, and recycling. All these processes are coming under the circular economic system, so that final aim is to reduce the waste completely, to create a closed loop system by using all these processes, by either by reusing, sharing, repairing, refurbishment, remanufacturing. Refurbishment means പുതുക്കി പണിയുക എന്നുള്ളതിനാണ് റിഫർബിഷ്മെൻറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, നമ്മളെ വീടൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് മോടി പിടിപ്പിക്കുക. It will look like new product. Okay, so by doing some tricks, the product can be made into look like a new product. That is what is refurbishment. മോടി പിടിപ്പിക്കുക. Remanufacturing is completely റിപ്പയർ, കംപ്ലീറ്റ്ലി എന്താ പറയുക, മൊത്തമായിട്ട് ഉടച്ച് വാർത്തിട്ട് പുതിയൊരു സാധനം ഉണ്ടാക്കിയെടുക്കുന്നത് റീമാനുഫാക്ചറിങ്. സോ ഫ്രം ദ സെയിം പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് വിൽ ബി മാനുഫാക്ചറിങ് ദ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് അഗെയിൻ. ജസ്റ്റ് ലൈക്ക് പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക് ബോട്ടിൽസ്. എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്? പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക് വേസ്റ്റ് തിരിച്ച് പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക് ബോട്ടിൽ തന്നെ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ പറ്റും. വേസ്റ്റ് ഇല്ലാണ്ട് തന്നെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? കംപ്ലീറ്റ് നമുക്ക് റീസൈക്കിൾ ചെയ്തിട്ട് എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റും. അങ്ങനെയാണ് റീമാനുഫാക്ചർ. തിരിച്ച് റീസൈക്കിൾ ചെയ്തിട്ട് തിരിച്ച് മാനുഫാക്ചർ ചെയ്യുക. So everything is included in this cycle. So with this, that is with the help of reuse, sharing, repair, refurbishment, remanufacturing, and recycling, we will be able to create a closed loop system. That is important. Closed loop system we are creating. Closed loop എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ എന്താ, in between ഒന്നുമില്ല. So in the linear system, the end, finally what we are doing is we will be disposing. So a lot of waste is coming. Here once it is made into circular or closed loop system, means there should not be any endpoint. That means there should not be any waste. That is our main aim. Minimizing the use of resources input and the creation of waste, pollution and carbon emission. That is the aim. Scarcity and increase in difficulty to extract natural resources, sharp increase in the raw material price and volatility are driving potential. These are all the driving potential behind the circular economy concept. See, nowadays the resources, the difficulty is there in extracting the natural resources. Of course, their availability is also less, and sharp increase in the raw material price. See, once the scarcity becomes, the product price also increases, just like raw material price also will be increasing. So all these are made to think about this concept, that is circular economy. So if for lesser price we are having raw material from the waste products, then we will be going for that one. So that is the concept of circular economy. So coming to what is circular economy, we can simply say it is a regenerative economic system, transition from take, make, dispose model to take, make, use, regenerate, resource model. That is what is happening in a circular economy. You can see here comes the take part, that is we are consuming the natural resources, then we will be making the products. So manufacturing side is coming here. Once it is manufactured, the consumers will be using that particular product, whatever product it may be. Then after using, in the linear economy, what is happening is it is directly disposed. That is what is happening in a linear economy. So instead of linear economy, in order to make it circular economy, we are adding few more processes to this cycle, so that it will be a closed loop. The processes added are regenerate. So after use, we will be regenerating that product for some other purposes, or even for the same purpose we can regenerate it and return to the return. The next step is return, and it is returned to the cycle itself, so that it will be a closed loop. You can see return means return as a raw material. So here from the, instead of going it as a waste product, the completely it is returned into the cycle itself as a raw material. So it is added to the take cycle, take process in the cycle. So raw material consumption is somehow reduced. We cannot completely eliminate the raw material consumption. See, all the material coming as a waste cannot be processed to regenerate, return to the cycle. So what is happening is slight amount of raw material is still required in each cycle, that will be taken from the natural. Anyway, the natural resource consumption is reduced by this circular economy method. A new model for sustainable development and green economy. See, this is a new model. The goal is towards this sustainable development, and it is green economics. We are reducing the waste completely, so it is a green economics. Aims to redesign the production and consumption system. That is the aim. Now this I have already explained, linear to circular transition. See, in the linear transition what is happening is take, make, use and dispose, whereas in the circular transition you can see here make, use, resell, refurbish and remanufacture, recycling, and it is added to the take step. That is, either it is remanufactured and used again, or after that it is used it as a raw material itself. That is what is happening. Somehow we are making it into a closed loop, so that the waste is eliminated. That is, waste is eliminated. That is the basic concept of circular economy. Okay. Now coming to the coming to a clear picture about the circular economy, the 3R concept is very much familiar for you. That is, 3R concept is nothing but reduce, reuse and recycle. That was the 3R concepts in the solid waste elimination. So along with that 3R, see, plus 3R, again 3 more R's are added, so that the linear economy is coming into circular economy. That is what is the concept of circular economy. See, this was our earlier three R's of our 3R concept to reduce the solid waste. That is, reduce, reuse and recycle. Along with that 3 R's, we are adding 3 more R's, that is repair, remanufacture and refurbish. That are the three more R's added to this linear system, so that it will be becoming a circular economy. So with these 6 R's, we will be able to somehow reduce the waste or somehow eliminate the waste completely. That is what is the aim of circular economy. Hope the concept is clear for you. Now coming to the benefits of circular economy, protection of environment and biodiversity. It helps to protect the environment and biodiversity is maintained. Creation of stable business and jobs. Increase in living standards and quality of the life is assured by the circular economy process. Tackling global warming and climate change. So somehow we would be able to stop global warming and climate change with the reduction in the waste production. Sustainable model for protecting future generations. See, of course, we are reducing the consumption of the raw material that is kept away for the future generation. So that means sustainability is maintained. Example is bottle to bottle recycling process. See, നമ്മൾ ഇതൊരു പെർഫെക്റ്റ് എക്സാമ്പിളാണ് എന്തിനു വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള സർക്കുലർ എക്കണോമി. ഇറ്റ്സ് എ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഫോർ സർക്കുലർ എക്കണോമി. വാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻസ് ഹിയർ ഈസ് by using the raw material plastic we are producing the bottles. So after the once it is used, initially we were throwing it away. Instead of throwing it away, it is taken back and recirculated, not reusing. Actually it is not reused there, it is not used as such, it is processed, remanufactured, some chemical processing is taking place so that new plastic is made instead of using a new raw material for the plastic. So this recycled, remanufactured, remanufactured plastics are used for producing new plastics. So raw material is completely eliminated or maximum eliminated during this process, as well as the waste is also eliminated. Otherwise all these used bottles will go as waste product, but here it is recycled and remanufactured. It is transformed into the raw material for the new bottle. So that is what is happening. This is the best example for circular economy. Now coming to the second example, second generation biodiesel from used cooking oil. See, a lot of cooking oils is wasted after the cooking purposes, so that the waste of cooking oil can be used to produce the biodiesel. From that cooking oil we can produce the biodiesel. So what is happening, the waste is completely eliminated that is used for producing the biodiesel. It is transformed, actually some by some technical processes we are transforming its structure so that it is becoming a new usable product. That is what is happening. So in that way, this also is an example for circular economy. Okay, now coming to the next topic, that is biomimicry. It is also known as biomimetics or bionics. It's basically biologically inspired engineering. So from that word itself, it is something called mimicry. Biomimicry means we will be mimicking the our environment or something from the ബയോളജിക്കലി ഇൻസ്പയർഡ് എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ്. ദിസ് ഇസ് വാട്ട് ഈസ് ബയോമിമിക്രി. നമ്മൾ പ്രകൃതിയിലുള്ളതിനെ അതുപോലെ ഇമിറ്റേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനാണ് എന്ത് പറയുന്നത്. ഓൾ ദ ടെക്നോളജീസ് ആർ ദർ ഇൻ ദ നാച്ചർ ഇറ്റ് സെൽഫ്. So for everything, if you look around, we will have some solutions. For every problem, we will have some solution in the nature itself. That is what is utilized. So whatever is there in the nature, we will be mimicking that concept to our new engineering designs. That is what is known as biomimicry. So biologically, it is actually biologically inspired engineering. Biomimicry is a new science that studies nature's model and then imitate or takes inspiration from these designs and processes to solve the human problems. So we will be adopting the natural ways available to solve our own problems. That is what is happening. So we will be having a tie-up with the nature and implementing the ideas from the nature to solve our own problems is known as biomimicry. So that's why that mimicry word is coming. See, actually we are imitating something from the nature. So that's why imitating means it is simply mimicking. Okay. So that's why the word biomimicry. It is a practice of developing sustainable human technologies inspired by nature. Okay. So while saying some examples, the concept will be much clearer for you. Here is having some examples. Kingfisher inspired bullet train. The fastest train in the world at speed up to 200 miles per hour, manufactured at Japan, was a marvel of modern technology. That was the one of the wonder technology, or the fastest train manufactured by Japan. So once it is manufactured, the major problem after its initial debate was noise. So it was creating a very high noise in its initial designs with this high speed. So it caused a change in air pressure that caused thunder-like sounds. So the reason for this one is, see, once it is moving at a very high speed, it is creating some change in the air pressure that might have caused some thunder-like sounds. So too much noise was there. So what the engineers did is, in order to solve this problem, they have looked around the nature and they found that you might have seen this kingfisher bird. Okay, so it will be the nose of this kingfisher bird is in a particular aerodynamic shape, or in say sharp like structure, so that the friction will be minimum. What is the advantage? See, this bird is flying from a very height. In a fraction of second, it will be flying or moving towards the water to pick the fish from the water. That is what is the, so it has to move at a very high speed. Due to the shape of that nose and head, it is practically possible to move it in a very high speed. So the same technology they have adapted in the case of the train. The front of the train is designed in a shape such like a nose of the kingfisher bird, so that the air friction is maximum eliminated, so that the pressure difference won't be there in the air. So the final result is noise is eliminated. So this design is actually inspired from the nature, or the shape of the kingfisher bird head. So the same thing, it looks like the same, and the solution they got is actually by observing the kingfisher bird. So that is the best example for biomimicry, taking the inspiration from the shape of bird's beak to make it more aerodynamic. So once the front shape is made into the shape like this bird's head, what happened is the air friction is maximum reduced. Results is quieter. The thundering sound is eliminated. 15% reduction in the electricity consumption. See, the fuel consumption is reduced, as well as 10% improvement in the speed is also achieved. So the technology that we are adopting from the nature itself, or by mimicking the technologies from the nature, we are creating something, or to solve our problem, is known as biomimicry. So in that way, this is one best example. And the second example is Velcro. Velcro means you might have seen the grip on the chappals and all, even for the bags, everything we are using this Velcro concept. നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ വലിച്ചൊട്ടിക്കാറില്ലേ, ആ സാധനത്തിനാണ് എന്ത് പറയുന്നത്, വെൽക്രോ. ദിസ് വൺ ഈസ് കോൾഡ് വെൽക്രോ. Okay, so it is actually a temporary fastening method, so easily we can remove or fasten. That is the advantage of this Velcro. It is the simplest fastening method, we can say. Okay, it is not a permanent fastening, permanent joint we can remove at any time. So that is the function of the Velcro. So how it is discovered is very interesting. Its discovery was in 1948 by George de Mestral. He noticed burdock burr seeds stuck on his dog's fur. അയാൾ നായിനെയും കൂട്ടി നടക്കാൻ ഇറങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ ഇതിൻ്റെ നായിൻ്റെ രോമത്തിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും, ഈ ബർഡോക്ക് ബർ സീഡ്സ് ഇല്ലേ, ആ സീഡ്സ് ഈ രോമത്തിൽ മുഴുവൻ ഒട്ടിപ്പിടിക്കും നായിനെയും കൂട്ടി നടക്കാൻ പോയപ്പോൾ. അപ്പോൾ ഇയാൾക്ക് ഇത് ഇടയ്ക്കിടെ എടുത്തു മാറ്റുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഇയാളെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനെ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് വലിച്ചു മാറ്റണം. So he found hooks and loops pattern. See, same thing he has adopted to design this Velcro. Okay, അപ്പോൾ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക, ഈ ഒരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ സീഡിൻ്റെ പുറത്തുള്ള ഈ ഒരു സ്ട്രച്ചേഴ്സ് ഇല്ലേ, ഈ ഒരു പ്രൊജക്റ്റ് നിൽക്കുന്ന സ്ട്രച്ചേഴ്സ് നായയുടെ രോമത്തിൽ കുടുങ്ങിയിട്ടാണ് അവിടെ സ്റ്റക്കായി പോകുന്നത്. സോ സെയിം കൺസെപ്റ്റ് ഹി ഹാസ് അഡോപ്റ്റഡ് ഇൻ ദ കേസ് ഓഫ് ഡിസൈൻ ഓഫ് വെൽക്രോ ആൾസോ. സോ he used nylon strips for his hooks and loops. Okay, so he used nylon strips to produce the Velcro. So anyway, this concept is imitated from the nature itself. This is from the burdock seed. He has got the idea about the manufacturing of the Velcro. Now it is one of the wonder discovery, and most of them are using in our day-to-day life. Everyone is using in our day-to-day life. So actually this is again example for the technology inspired from the nature. So again an example for biomimicry. These are all the examples for biomimicry. So that's all about the biomimicry. And വേറൊരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, and it has not been included in the slide. If you talk about one more example, നമ്മൾ ഈ ചെതലിൻ്റെ പുറ്റൊക്കെ ഇല്ലേ, ചെതൽപുറ്റ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ നമ്മൾ നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റഡി നടത്തിയപ്പോൾ കാണാൻ പറ്റിയത്, അതിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിലെ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ എപ്പോഴും ഒരു ലോ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ ആയിരിക്കും. ലോ മീൻസ് പുറത്തുള്ള ടെമ്പറേച്ചറിനെക്കാട്ടി കുറവായിരിക്കും ഈ ചെതൽപ്പുറ്റിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിലുള്ള ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ. അവർ കൂടുതൽ റിസർച്ച് നടത്തിയപ്പോൾ അവർക്ക് അറിയാൻ പറ്റിയത്, ആ ഒരു എയർ ഫ്ലോ പാറ്റേൺ ഉണ്ട്. അതെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എപ്പോഴും ആ പുറ്റിൻ്റെയൊക്കെ ഈ ചെതൽപ്പുറ്റിൻ്റെ അടിഭാഗം തുടങ്ങി മുകളിലോട്ടേക്കാണ് എയറിൻ്റെ ഫ്ലോ ഉള്ളത്. അപ്പോൾ ആ ഒരു രീതിയിലാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ഡിസൈൻ. അതായത് താഴെ വലിപ്പം കൂടി മുകളിലോട്ട് വന്നോറും വലിപ്പം കുറഞ്ഞു വന്നപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഫ്ലോ പാസേജ് പോലെയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ താഴെ നിന്നുള്ള എയർ എൻ്റർ ചെയ്തിട്ട് മുകളിലോട്ടേക്കാണ് എപ്പോഴും എയർ ഫ്ലോ ഉണ്ടാവുക. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് എപ്പോഴും എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, അതിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ മിനിമമായിട്ട് നിൽക്കുന്നത്. So same concept, I think in Japan or Korea, I don't know in which country, they have adopted the same technology for construction of the building so that they were able to completely eliminate the use of AC. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ പുറത്തൊരു 35 ഡിഗ്രി ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പോലും ഉള്ളിൽ ബിൽഡിങ്ങിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ എപ്പോഴും എന്തായിരിക്കും ഒരു 28 20 വലിയ ഡിഫറൻസ് ഉണ്ടാവില്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു 28 30 ആ ഡിഗ്രി ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ ഡിഫറൻസിൽ ഉള്ളിൽ എപ്പോഴും നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും, ആ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. സോ വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ അഡ്വാൻറ്റേജ്? വി വിൽ ബി കംപ്ലീറ്റ്ലി എലിമിനേറ്റ് ദ AC. ദർ ഇസ് നോ നീഡ് ഫോർ ഗോയിങ് ഫോർ ആർട്ടിഫിഷ്യൽ cooling technologies and all. So that is the advantage. So for every problem there is a solution in the nature itself. If you closely observe the nature, what is happening in the nature, or the physical things in the nature, or whatever is available in the nature, we will have some solution for our day-to-day life. Okay, so that technology adopted from the nature, or in the technology which is inspired from the nature, is simply known as biomimicry. So that for the better life or towards the sustainability, to move towards the sustainability, we have to maximum support the biomimicry. Everything, you are the future engineers, you have to design a lot of things. While designing everything, you have to look into the nature also. So if the solution definitely will be there in the nature itself. That is what is known as biomimicry. Okay, thank you.